What are immunization rates in your county? Let's build a portfolio project and make something. By the end, you'll have a social-ready infographic ready to be shared on TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts.
Data is essential, but it doesn't create change on its own. It's only powerful when people can understand it and use it.
Measles was declared eliminated in the United States in 2000. Now, in 2026, the U.S. measles elimination status is at risk. What are immunization rates in your county? Are the rates below recommended coverage levels? How much does a community's immunization rates have to dip before we see a rise in measles? The measles virus is highly contagious. 9 out of 10 people who do not have immunity to the virus who are exposed will end up getting sick. To prevent measles, 95% of the population should get 2 doses of the measles vaccine. Once 95% of people are covered, the disease has a hard time spreading from person to person, and we achieve what is called community immunity. So when immunization rates dip in a population, the first disease we often see is measles. Let's build a portfolio project. We've provided tutorial kits below. All right, step number 1, find the data. Where's the data? Step number 2, pick up your data tool. And step number 3, make something using the data and the data tool. All right, step number 1. First of all, where's the national data set on county-level immunization rates? We're going to be using the Johns Hopkins Center for Outbreak Response Innovation, or CORI Measles Dashboard. This free data set is available to the public and pulls together state-level immunization data across the U.S. into a more usable national format. But there's something important to understand. The data is stitched together from different states. Different states report immunization rates in different ways. Definitions and reporting methods can vary. Now, what can the data tell you? What are immunization rates in your county? Are the rates below recommended coverage levels? Now it's time to pick up the data tool and make something. To explain a little bit more about how we can make infographics using Canva, this is where I hand the mic over to Janelle.
Thank you so much, Tracy. My name is Janelle James. I'll be guiding you through a process of creating a social media infographic video for platforms like TikTok, Instagram, or of course YouTube as well. So the goal, turn immunization data into messages that resonate across audiences. We'll use county level immunization data to explore coverage patterns, including how communities compare to the goal of 95% threshold. We'll also then transform that data into an engaging visual story using Canva and Canva Sheets. So first of all, you would use the template. So I'll go to the template. Let's see, you guys should have a link to the Canva sheet. Let's share that. There you go. Canva Sheets, for those who are new to it, is very similar to Excel, but we do have a few extra advantages with Canva Sheet that you'll see. Please do not be intimidated by it at all. So now in our Canva sheet, we each will take our own row. As an example, I have the first row here. Then, of course, in the county region, you want to go ahead and add the county that you're going to be working with. We will be using CORI for finding the data on immunizations. We want to go to the U.S. immunization coverage portion. We're going to go down to that little bar at the bottom, go to U.S. immunization coverage, so you can actually filter it by the state that you like. For me, I'm from Louisiana, born and raised, and I am going to go ahead and do Louisiana as an example. All right, there we go. I have Louisiana up. I'll zoom in a little bit. I want to look at the immunization coverage rate. When you go into your map, you want to look for your county of choice. For my parish, I'm in the New Orleans area, so I'm going to go ahead and do Orleans Parish. So let's see, let me go down to Orleans Parish, which is 92%. And as you can see, that vaccination rate, it's still below the threshold of 95%. There are parishes that are at 99%. You can actually see what your county uses to report. Ours uses the 2+ MMR, the 2-dose MMR. The age for the population is kindergarten from the year 24-25. We want to make sure that we are reporting that information. Let me go back. Also, another thing you can do is find out some more information about the measles cases It might be something that you might want to include because it does show that there's a threat, being that there's a case nearby. As you can see, it does give information on the measles cases. Louisiana is showing actually 4 cases now. Wow, that just changed. At one point, it was just 3. So there's a new one, unfortunately, that must have been recently reported. As you can see, there was one just confirmed in 2026. That was the one I mentioned that is brand new. Things can change. When it comes to measles cases, it's reported in the way of regions, so it's not specifically county. So now we want to take this information, we will bring it over to our Canva sheet. Also, for the percentage, don't be alarmed. It is set as a percent. So if you do type in 92, it will pop up as, I'll show you, just so you can see it. Okay, you can say 0.92, or you can just put in 92%. Perfectly fine. Next, for the immunization coverage information, that's where you want to put the type as it's recorded in CORI. Like say for mine, it was by kindergarten. Some may have ages. That's okay. You can actually put that in as well. And the year that reported, so that you're including that information. Here, this information will be generated. It'll show lower, higher. The phrase that you can actually use is vaccination coverage in Orleans Parish, Louisiana is lower than the recommended threshold of 95%, right? So you want to go to your infographic. No, actually use mine as an example. Orleans Parish is at 92% for immunization coverage, which is of course below the 95% goal for community protection. You can actually update anything in this graphic, your county, your rate, let your audience know whether your county is above or below the goal. Okay. All right, you'll place the county and rate here. We do have a few options. It's always good and fun. So once you get past completing your infographic, once it's been created, there's one last step. You want to hit download. It's going to give you a couple of options. Keep it at the MP4 video and hit download. Okay. And you can actually take that file and place it in your post survey, which you'll see at the end of the challenge. And once you're done, hit create it. If you want to send off to social media, you can download this page.
Let's build a portfolio project and make something. We've provided tutorial kits below.